G'day Jacked and Nerdy fans, Jeremy here with a review video for Season 1 of Halo. This was a Amazon Prime series that was done based off of the Halo video games. Now, before we jump into that review, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. That way you guys get notified every single time we upload a video, so you never miss out. Also, if you do enjoy these videos, please make sure you give them a thumbs up. That way, YouTube knows that you guys are enjoying our content and they're more inclined to promote our content to other people who may be interested. So, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. Also, if you are interested in more content, you can also check out our Instagram at Jacked and Nerdy. We always have new stuff going up on there, a little bit of behind the scenes stuff as well, and also lots of content on the Jacked side of things, not just the nerdy. So make sure you check that out, Instagram at Jacked and Nerdy. Now, with all of that out of the way, let's get into this review of Halo. So, going into this series, I knew very, very little about the Halo franchise. I've never owned an Xbox and I've never played the Halo video games. So I knew very, very little about the story. Basically all I knew is that the character that you're involved in is some kind of super soldier. And you're shooting aliens and what have you. So this series did a reasonably good job of bringing a newbie into the fold. Straight away in the first episode, they kind of give you a bit of an understanding of where humanity is at, who these aliens are in a way. They don't go into a lot of detail in the first episode, but they do build on it in the second and third episodes about the alien species, but they give you a bit of an understanding in the first episode, but they do a fantastic job of introducing the various different characters. Especially like the iconic Master Chief character, who's synonymous with the games, and the Spartan soldiers. They did a fantastic job in introducing them, and I tell you what, I was blown away by the costuming and the way. Again, now, if you're into the video games, you may already know this, but I didn't know this going into. There's not just one type of Spartan soldier. They have many different types with different skill sets and abilities. They've got like the communications, they've got the demo, the heavy weapons, the sniper. Various different I suppose skills and techniques, which was really, really good. And they each had their own different armor and everything. So I was really surprised by that going into the first episode, and I loved it. I thought it was great. They don't shy away from the violence and bloodshed in this, which also I think is really, really good, because if you're doing a show based on soldiers and violence and war and all of that sort of stuff, you can't dumb it down or mute it down. You need to show, some level of violence and gore and blood and all that, and they did a really good job on that. So straight away, straight out of the gate, I say the story was great. They did a good job as storytellers, kind of bringing you into the fold, telling you who these people are and what have you. Now, still on the topic of the story, they had the main story thread, which was the story of Master Chief and what they were, he was going through and what was happening with him. But they had little other story threads kind of peel off of it. Some of which just didn't seem to go anywhere. Or amount to anything. Now, I don't know if they've got visions of pursuing those threads or storylines in a season 2, because they did definitely leave it open for a season 2, which I do hope that they do. So, I mean, I can only assume that they're going to follow those threads and storylines in the next season. But for the most part, it just didn't seem to go anywhere. I found myself getting very bored with the story, or not very interested. I found some of the side characters to be a bit annoying. So I, on that side of things, I wasn't too thrilled. But the main story thread of Master Chief, played by Pablo Schreiber, that was fantastic. I really enjoyed that storyline. And if they had just made the whole first season just that storyline and then added other storylines into it in the next season, I would have been a lot happier. I think I would have found it a lot more interesting if they had just focused on just the one kind of story for the first season. But hey, I'm not in charge, I'm not the writer or what have you. They obviously had a vision and a direction, so we'll just wait and see what happens. But yeah, in my opinion, those side stories or side quests or what have you, I wasn't too thrilled about, and for me personally, just didn't have any payoff. But the main storyline of Master Chief was fantastic. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So moving on to the casting, Pablo Schreiber is a fantastic actor who played Master Chief. I loved him in American Gods. He was also in a movie, Den of Thieves, with Jared Butler. He is a very, very talented and also very underrated actor. And his being a soldier and a super soldier at that, and being raised from a child in this military-like setting, it doesn't leave a lot of room for emotion and things like that, at least in the beginning. And his portrayal of emotion in this series, without giving anything away or what have you, but just, his emotion, the way that he portrayed his emotions in this series was fantastic. I absolutely loved his character in this. So that was really good. Charlie Murphy, who plays McKee in it, she was she was very good. She was in that role. Her story is limited, so for what she did with the limited scope of her character and range and everything, she did very, very well. I couldn't fault it. I want to give a very special shout out to Kate Kennedy. She played a Spartan soldier alongside Pablo Schreiber. I don't recall ever seeing her in anything else. This is the first thing I kind of really remember seeing her in, and she was absolutely fantastic. She, her character, emotions, everything. I really enjoyed seeing her on screen. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more of her if they do a season 2. So yeah, she was great. And look, yeah, there's too many actors and actresses in this to kind of mention them all, but they all did do a fantastic job. I think there's a lot of there's a whole... I mean, these games have been around for years. There's lots of storyline and history and things like that. I think to condense everything down into 9 episodes, it's tricky. So look, for a 9 episode season, to establish a brand, establish characters, and establish a bit of a story that they can then continue on. I do think that they did a great job. And just to kind of pay homage to all the gamers who love the franchise or what have you, in the final episode, they do a bit of a first-person shooter action sequence, which I think worked really, really well. They did a great job on, and bravo to them for paying homage to all the gamers out there that made this franchise so successful. So look, that's my non-spoiler review. I don't want to give things away if you haven't watched it, but you are interested in watching this series or season, I should say. Look, absolutely, it's a fun and enjoyable watch. Like I said, I mean, there are a few little moments where you kind of go, don't really care about this. Come on, get back to what I want to see. But look, for a first attempt, absolutely hands down fantastic. I did enjoy the show thoroughly. I'm very excited to see what they do if they do a season 2. I mean, it's Amazon Prime, or Amazon series, so I have very little doubt that they will do another season. Look, check it out. See what you think. Let me know your thoughts. If you did watch it and you have your own thoughts, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts were. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? I'd be interested to hear what other people think of this show, and whether you do want to see a second season. So let me know. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. Also, if there's anything else that you would like to see me do a review of, any upcoming movies, TV shows, streaming shows, anything at all, if there's something specific coming up that you would like to see me do a review of, hit me up in the comments below as well. Let me know. I'm always interested to hear your feedback. So for now, we'll leave it at that. I'll give this show 2 thumbs up. I give it a solid 7 out of 10. So I can't wait to see what happens next. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and check out some of my other videos. We got heaps of content up already and lots more coming out over the next couple of weeks. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. And until next time, guys, stay jacked and stay nerdy.